Princess One wasn't panicking, not at all. She was just going through her options, like how fast she could climb down a bedsheet rope before the guards noticed, or what were the chances of escape without death. Totally calm, except for the part where her palms were sweaty. Her heart was racing, and the more she tried, on the bedsheets looked like praying for their life. But it was too late to back out now. She was supposed to marry the king of the Voltoria kingdom, a place everyone looked up to. There were two reasons: power and fear. John Jungkook was known to be the greatest strategist of affairs, the best swordsman till date, and the most famous candidate to marry. But why did he want to marry him? Even if everyone from the neighboring kingdoms and their princesses were dying for it, Wine had a bad image of him. She was a lively girl. But him? He was scary. They didn't match at all. That one time when he took the throne and became a king, so openly announced a war against anyone who dared to go against him, instead of fixing relationships with them. It was crazy. Wine, we don't match. That's it. I ain't marry you. Go marry the pretty princess this time for you. She was halfway out the window trying to roast him to distract herself from the fear of falling. Clutching the rope like her life depended on it, because it probably did. She carefully lowered herself down when her foot slipped. Her scream barely left her mouth before she fell and landed in something solid. Correction, someone solid. She blinked, her hands gripping what felt suspiciously like muscle, lots of muscle. She tilted her head back and froze. Jungkook, the king, the man she was trying to escape from. He stared down at her, his arms holding her effortlessly like catching falling brides was a hobby of his. JK, did you drop something, princess? Wine, yes, actually, my shoe. My shoe fell and I had to go after it. JK, and where is that shoe of yours, princess? She pointed toward the ground dramatically, even though both her shoes were still on her feet. Wine, oh, it's back on my feet. Haha, magic. Wow, did you see that? Mind blowing. Mine tried not to focus on his hands holding her against his body so effortlessly, his eyes a charm in his face, like those of models artists like to paint. JK, so you decide to chase it down a bedsheet rope. Fine, it's a very special shoe, a royal shoe. Can't let it get dirty. Jungkook let out a soft chuckle, but they didn't let her go. Instead, he adjusted his grip, holding her closer. JK, is that so? Wine, yes. Family heirloom, passed down on me from my previous queen. Priceless. It was either jump or lose it forever. It was in the moment. Jungkook realized his future wife had terrible lying skills. He tilted his hair, his gaze playful but sharp. JK, what would have happened if you had broken your neck trying to save the priceless shoe? Fine, I would die, and of course, that would be an honorable death. That did it. He laughed, a deep, rich sound that made his stomach flip. JK, you're a terrible liar, princess. Wine, I'm not lying. You are. I'm not. You are. Wine, okay, fine. You caught me there. I was getting air, fresh air, lots of it out here. Go for the lungs. Builds character. JK, so you climb out windows for character building. Wine, absolutely. Character is important. JK, anything else I should know about my future wife? Wine, yes. I'm adventurous. Climbing down windows once a day is normal for me. You should try it sometime. Since her escape plan failed, she decided to somehow find her weird and decided to drop the idea of marrying her. JK, I think you have had enough of adventure for today. Without giving her a chance to argue, he carried her back inside, completely ignoring her protests. By the time they reached the grand hall, wine was deeper. The place was filled with nobles, his family, and her family. JK, don't mind her. She's just been testing the strength of bedsheets. It's an important process after all. He smirked and placed her down, receiving a glare from her. Wine greeted the royals nicely and sat down with them. Her escape plan failed, and they were already decided when their marriage was going to take place. Later, they sat down alone in the garden, the fire cracking softly as Jungkook poured them coffee. Wine stared at him, still expecting some sharp words after her earlier behavior, but instead, he seemed relaxed, almost amused. JK, you're stirring, he said without looking up. Wine, you're confusing. You know what everyone told me? He set the coffee down in front of her, leaning back in his chair. JK, what did you think I was? Wine, you caught me jumping out of a window and didn't even yell. JK, there was nothing you yell about. Ryan, you're supposed to be cold and ruthless. It's like, are you asking me to be cold and ruthless? Do not like this side. You're one weird princess. Ryan, that's not how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to be rude and then I'll have a reason to give my dad. JK, to cancel our wedding. That's why you were trying to escape earlier. Ryan shut her mouth. Maybe she said too much like always. JK, you don't need a reason, princess. I won't force this on you. Ryan looked down at her hands in her lap. Was she wrong about him her whole time? Was it that bad to give him a chance? She knew one way or another she would have to marry a royal, bring a princess, that was her duty, and there was no going back. But if only she could choose the role of her choice. And right now, this man didn't look like a scary person she thought of him to be. Why? No, I was confused. I didn't know what to do. What if he turned out to be a real scary and violent person? I was scared. And JK, so now you think we can give this a chance? Wine nodded and Jungkook extended his hand, which he took, and he caressed it gently with a soft look in his eyes. Surely, his aura felt so huge, yet he seemed gentle with her. Only with her.